Many professionals work relentlessly toward a major milestone, only to derail their own progress right before reaching it. This self-sabotage points to an internal conflict between your conscious effort and your subconscious blueprint. Dr. Maxwell Maltz identified this blueprint as the self-image. It controls your automatic success mechanism, a system functioning like a guided missile, seeking whatever destination you have programmed as your baseline reality. Your self-image operates as a thermostat. Set your temperature to a certain level of success, and your brain maintains it. But when willpower pushes you beyond your comfort zone, your internal heater activates, pushing performance back to your baseline. To bypass this snapback effect, we must recalibrate the thermostat itself. This is the 21-day protocol Dr. Maltz developed to systematically update that internal setting. Begin with a specific, tangible goal, a dedicated notebook, and 30 minutes of undisturbed time. Lasting change requires moving past brute force effort and focusing on the systematic re-engineering of your self-image. Step 1 is an audit of your current boundaries. Write down the single biggest professional obstacle you are facing right now. Now we need to categorize that obstacle. Real limits are the solid outer box, actual constraints like physical laws or technical requirements. Self-imposed limits are this dotted inner box, the restrictions you have accepted as truth based on past experiences. Examine your written obstacle. Determine if it's a physical reality or a psychological boundary from your past. Most underutilized potential exists between these two boxes. When you challenge these assumptions, the dotted line expands, allowing you to operate closer to your actual potential. Recognizing that an obstacle is a self-imposed belief rather than a concrete fact is the first requirement for moving past it. Step 2 is the rational override. We will use logic to strip the emotional weight from the obstacles you identified in Step 1. Interrogate your limiting belief with these 4 questions. Is there a rational reason for this belief? Could I be mistaken? Would I reach the same conclusion about someone else in my position? And finally, why should I continue to act as if this is true? Answering these questions in writing forces your brain to move away from automatic emotional responses and engage in deliberate, logical processing. Question 3 is often the most revealing. We are usually more objective with others than we are with ourselves. Seeing the hypocrisy in your self-doubt makes it much harder to maintain. Subjecting your fears to rational inquiry changes their status. They stop being inescapable facts and become opinions you are free to discard. Step 3 addresses the history of your self-image. Past failures and criticisms create emotional scar tissue, protective layers that cause your brain to avoid similar opportunities in the future. Dr. Maltz observed his surgical scalpel could fix a physical face, but many patients felt disfigured internally. A mental facelift cuts away scars of past trauma. Identify a past professional failure that still influences your confidence. Make a rational decision to forgive the parties involved and conclude that emotional chapter. This rational forgiveness results in a measurable release of muscular tension. By letting go of that physical stress, you immediately deactivate the survival triggers that lead to future sabotage. Step 4 is daily mental rehearsal. Set a timer for 30 minutes, sit in solitude, and enter what Maltz calls the theater of the mind. Visualize yourself successfully performing a specific professional task. Include details, the temperature of the air, the background sounds of the office, and the texture of your surroundings. Recall the feeling of a previous victory, no matter how small, and deliberately anchor that exact emotion to this new mental movie. Your automatic success mechanism processes data similarly to a flight computer. It doesn't judge data, it simply follows the sensory and emotional coordinates you provide. By feeding your brain these detailed sensory inputs alongside the winning feeling of past success, you create a synthetic experience. Because your servo mechanism treats this vivid input as current feedback, it begins to navigate toward the visualized goal as if it were an established reality. Step 5 provides protection during your workday. Even with morning practice, moments of doubt will attempt to resurface while you are under pressure. You will counter these moments with a pattern interrupt. Build a mantra that starts with the phrase, "I am the kind of person who," followed by your desired action, such as communicating confidently and persuasively. The moment you detect a limiting thought, recite this mantra immediately. This blocks the negative self-talk from grooving itself back into your subconscious guidance system. This daily anchor bridges the gap between morning meditation and the realities of your job, shielding your updated self-image from external stress. You now have a framework to audit your limits, clear your emotional history, rehearse your success, and protect your progress throughout the day. This protocol must be executed for 21 consecutive days to be effective. 21 days is the minimum time needed to forge new neural pathways. This repetition makes your brain accept the new self-image as its primary destination. By aligning your self-image with your goals for 3 full weeks, you remove the internal resistance that previously triggered the snapback effect. Take a screenshot of the 4 rational questions, set your timer for day 1 immediately, and subscribe for more performance protocols.